One of my very favorite things to do is to make scrapbooks in my crafting room. So I just recently finished this one for my mom. So I just thought I would show it to everybody. I probably got this scrapbook on sale somewhere. So the scrapbook isn't as important. And the light is not great, so sorry. I think I'm making it worse. Okay, so obviously page number 1 is my mom as a baby. There she is, Margaret Ann Waite Crutchfield. And here she is when she's little. This is from 1950, so she's about a year old. She was born in 1949. And here's some more. And she had to have these little casts on her arms because she was scratching all of her little skin off. She had eczema. And then here she is, a little cutie. She's 1 and 2 and 3 years old and 4 in these. Just a itty bitty. And then she's about 6. This is 1955. This is 1957. She was dressed as a turtle for a school play. And this is from 1956 and 57. And this is from when they went to Germany, because my grandpa was in the military. And she told me about how her sister Donna grabbed her and held on to her on the clothesline, and she fell off and busted out her front teeth. So she told me that little story, so I put the little story in there. And then this is her in Germany at school. And this is her as she's getting older, going to school. And these 2 over here, this one and obviously this one, those are her senior pictures from when she graduated from high school. And then just some pretty dresses that she wore. And then she had written on the back of this one that she borrowed this black dress from our granny. Granny was her grandma and my great-grandma. So, and that was her 17th birthday, and just some other times when she's dressed up cute and outside by a tree. And some other times when she was dressed up. She didn't really write on the back of a lot of these, so I wasn't sure. This one said Chaplain of Bethel. She told me later her friend Lynn was the Chaplain of Bethel. I don't know, it was some kind of organization for the Masons. These are a bunch of the little boys that she dated when she was a teenager and stuff. I'm going to do a whole separate one of her and my dad, because obviously there's tons of pictures. But I thought these were cute. It's a little mum that she got from some little boy named Bobby. A little prom she went to and a little boy she dated. And then this is from the 60s, the later part of the 60s. And then from the 70s, she got some new slacks from Sears from the new Ingram Park Mall, which is now pretty much a dead mall. And that's my granny's little dog, Trixie, who was apparently an evil little dog. Just some other cute pictures of my mom. And there she is being silly up there. And she's just posing and stuff. She got herself a little perm and a haircut. If I remember correctly, she hated how short that haircut was. And then just some other pictures of her posing. And I found this couple of pictures of her in here doing some cooking and stuff, and when she did tamales with Vincent's family. And then this is when she went to Fredericksburg a couple of times with my dad. And these are just some random pictures of her, just different times. She did seem to like this shirt a lot. She had it in 3 different colors, so I put that in there. And there she is being silly. And then this is just some outdoor stuff that I found. So this is her in the snow, making a snow person out in the snow. Some little place that they visited. That's her on a boat. That's her on a boat when she's young in a little bikini thing, looking thing. This is her playing around at the park. Some more outdoorsy stuff. The quintessential, Texas bluebonnets. She's at maybe the botanical gardens or something, at the zoo maybe. Here's some other just outdoorsy kind of stuff that she was doing. And then I found all of these. She hadn't written on that one where she was going to, and she didn't write where this one was. This one's obviously at SeaWorld. This one's in San Francisco. It says San Francisco on there. And then a couple of carousel horse rides, San Diego Zoo, Lost Maples, Michigan City, Indiana Dunes. So just some places that she went. And then my dad was a teacher, so she got some mums and went to some football games. And she got to go to some proms with him because he was the one that did all the sets and everything. And so she went to the proms. And she really apparently liked this dress because she went to the prom and to a different prom. And I'm pretty sure this was actually for her swing time reunion. But they were all the same dress. And then this is her birthday when she was just little. She was 5. I think she was maybe 8 here. It didn't say on the back. This one she's 12. Here she's 16. Here she's 21. She's 29 and 28 in these. Maybe 30, 32, doesn't say. And then here's some other ones. She's making a silly face. I love that she made silly faces. Here she's 39. These are some older ones after 40. Again, she didn't write on the back, so I'm not sure exactly which one. I'm pretty sure this one she's 50. These are all from when she was 40. So this is from the stuff that my dad and my brother and I made for her when she was 40. And this is stuff from her sisters when she was 40. And then the last page is her Beach Boys concert. She just loves the Beach Boys and Elvis and the Beatles and Elton John. But she went to this concert and she actually wrote stuff about it. And so I put that in there too, about all the times that she went. And so that is one of her scrapbooks that I just finished.